So you're looking for land. You're looking to be able to have that less stress, more freedom life. You want to have the small house, big land life. You want to be able to return to the land. But once you have your land, like, what do you start with? If you get your shed and you just want to just buy the shell, how do you go from what's in your head to what you want to design to actually make it a home? And that's what we're going over today. This is how we were able to take the ideas that Kelly and I had and put it into a design, into what's called SketchUp, so that we could give that to our shed builder so that we could be able to let them know how to build the inside. So we crafted this design ourselves, but what we did was we took it up a notch and we took it to a designer on a website called Fiverr.com. And this decision was super crucial for us being able to take all the ideas that we have in our head and be able to take it straight into a program that we were able to visually see. And of course, I'm very, very happy with our decision to do this. It cost us like 50 bucks. That might be expensive for some of y'all. That might be chump change for others. For us, it was worth the money to be able to do that, because a lot of house designs, like, they're thousands of dollars if you're buying some sort of design for a full-size traditional house. So 50 bucks, this was a very easy decision to make, an investment so that we can eliminate as many mistakes as we could. All right, so I want you to note that this 3D design, it's not exactly how our house ended up. It's not perfect. There was lots of things, like especially all the furniture, which is stupid that I'm even mentioning that, but it definitely does throw some things off from what you see as our final home, as well as the bathrooms ended up being completely different. So, like, let's take this entryway that whenever Kelly was giving the designer notes, he ended up putting this design for this really cool front door with like stained glass windows on the door with these big old transit windows on the side of the door. Y'all, this is gonna cost like $2,000 to $3,000, and you're here with Shed to House. Ain't nobody making a shed to house gonna be spending $2,000 to $3,000 on a front door. So our shed's front door is on the long side of our building. So we have a 16 by 48 building. Our front and our back doors are gonna be on the 48-foot sides. We did not really want that shotgun style feel. A lot of people in sheds, they have that. It's everybody's style. You get to do whatever you want. For us, we kind of wanted it to feel more boxy because we knew that we were going to have our front and back porches. And this design also allowed us a sliding glass door coming off of our master bedroom. Whenever Kelly wanted to have this door, she could just envision having a cup of coffee, reading a book, coming straight out from our bedroom and be able to look out and oversee our garden and fruit trees. It was just a really cool vision that actually worked in the design of our house. And one good plus with this sliding glass door is that it gives us so much natural light. We rarely even have our light on in our bedroom because we don't have any windows, but we do have one giant window, which is that sliding glass door. All right, so what you're gonna see as you walk through the front door is you're gonna open up to the kitchen area. And then as you turn left and right, you'll be able to see two different stairs that lead up to our kids' sleeping lofts. One loft is bigger than the other, and that's just how the design ended up, because we knew that we had two older boys that were gonna grow a little bit faster than our two younger girls. Our two younger girls, they're ready to be able to upgrade and get a bigger room for sure. So as we talk about the kids' sleeping lofts, our kids, they do not want to sleep apart. They like being able to have their own separate spaces, but in the same room. And that's what we knew when we were designing this, that we needed to be able to find individual spaces, like they all have their own shelves to organize whatever they want up there for toys or just knickknack stuff. They all have their own beds, of course. We knew that the whole point of going from suburbia to the country was to be outside. So even though their lofts are small, they don't spend a ton of time up there because in good weather, they are always outside. The key for our master bedroom is we wanted to be able to fit our king size bed. We had 4 kids at the time, and that at any given night, there was some kid in our bed, so we knew that we wanted to have as much space as we could. Being able to fit a king size bed in a larger tiny house was something that was important for us, and we did it. It's tight, but it works. And this is something that we wanted to be able to have like a climate controlled space. And it really is cool. The ceilings are only 7 foot tall. And I thought that it would be kind of claustrophobic, but you guys, it's like a little nook. We actually love our bedroom. It's just so cozy. It actually heats and cools super, super well. And what we ended up doing to make it even cozier is we put soundproofing underneath the kids' loft, so our ceiling of our bedroom. And it just kind of deafens that sound a little bit. And we have a pocket door. It's just really cool how our room ended up. So the initial plan for the kitchen was to actually be tucked underneath the girls' loft where our living room is. And you'll see that in a lot of other shed to houses. And I think it works really, really well whenever you're having kind of like that second home type of design. I think that that works perfectly. Whenever we were going that way, it would end up being where our kitchen area is kind of that living room feeling, and it just didn't ever feel homey. Like it just didn't feel cozy like we like. And I remember talking to Kelly, I was like, where are we gonna actually sit on a couch and enjoy a family movie? So what we ended up doing is we flipped it around and we put the kitchen in the middle, and we were so happy that we did. Because this allowed us to add our modular kitchen island right in the center, and which our kitchen island is where we eat all of our meals and we homeschool there as well. And you guys, I'm gonna say, this is a working kitchen. I wish that Kelly could be here and be able to tell you all the things about what she loves about this kitchen, but it is fantastic of how much she is able to do in this kitchen. And the smaller kitchen allowed us to allocate more space into having a larger main bathroom. But most importantly, like I said earlier, it is for our living room and our movie projector screen. So for us, Friday nights are family movie night. And it was just, I'm excited to hear everybody's tradition. Let me know down in the comments, what are your family traditions? For us, we brought this from our suburban house, and it was started from our oldest son, and somehow we just started eating pizza and watching a movie a couple of Friday nights, and he said, hey, let's make this a tradition and watch a movie and eat pizza every Friday night. And since we've moved to the homestead, we learned how to do sourdough pizza. And my goodness, sourdough pizza, it is so delicious. It is great. I'll put a link somewhere up here for our recipe for sourdough pizza at our other channel. All right, let's cue back up the design. And as you see, the seating arrangement in the model is completely different. We always intended to have a single sectional couch. So we also have a window on the side in the living room, and you'll see where the projector screen, we just mounted it up on the ceiling of the living room, which is the floor of the girls' sleeping loft. And the screen just slides on down, and we have the projector over on the wall. And we thought through this from the entire beginning, and I had them put an outlet up high on that wall where we knew that we were gonna have shelving there, and it's worked out perfect. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's so huge.
And look how crystal clear it is. Oh, this is so sweet. Okay, hold on. How do I get that thing?
Do you like this?
Because the thing for us is we didn't want to have some kind of big old TV taking up space. And we really couldn't, because the only way we could do it is if we mounted a TV on the wall, and then we'd have to flip the couch, and it would just really close off the whole flow and feel of the house, because the couch would have to face the wall, and so your backs would be facing the kitchen. It just didn't ever feel right for us. We didn't like that. You just need a short throw projector that can actually get focus that close, and we found it, and it works great. All right, moving on to the bathrooms. Having a family of 6 whenever we moved into our shed to house, and eventually 7 people, we knew that we were gonna need 2 toilets. That was just something that we knew. Knew that we were gonna need a master bathroom with a toilet, and then we also knew that we were gonna need the main one. And for our main bathroom design, it really revolved around the bathtub. Us having, at the time, 4 kids, little kids at the time, we knew that they were gonna be dirty, and they were gonna need some way to be able to have a bathtub. But then also, we knew that we had a baby at the time, and we knew that having bath playtime was key. It kind of resets your kid. Also, if you ever have a kid that's sick, having a bathtub is a good thing. Yes, it takes up space in that bathroom, but we made the bathroom really big. And what you can also see is that in our final design is that we were able to fit a sink from IKEA, which had 2 faucets, and the kids use these all the time, every night for brushing teeth. You can get 2 in there at a time. And then over in our master bathroom, which if you can call it a master bathroom, it's very tight. We ended up having a shower pan installed because I didn't really want to play with having a tiled floor, because I've seen the grout and the tile break and that water leaks through there and it can ruin the subfloor of a house. We're not on a concrete slab, so I knew that that was a possibility. So I wanted to be able to keep things as waterproof as I could, so that's why we got the shower pan there. And it was a great move, I think. Now, we've never actually finished our bathroom. It just has not been something that has been a priority for us. But what we did have is we tiled the floor in there, and we ended up having the toilet in our master bathroom, and we were able to tuck it under the boys' stairs up into their room, and it worked out perfect. So if you've seen our tour video right up here somewhere, you know that we have 2 really big porches. So our front and back porch, they both run the length of our house. So our front porch is 12 by 48, and our back porch is 10 foot by 48. So our front porch is mainly for hanging out, for entertaining. Anytime we have people over, there's just a lot of activity on the front porch hanging out. The back porch, that's where the business happens. That's where we have our outdoor cooking area, where we have the Blackstone griddle. Highly recommend that, you guys. If you're living in a shed to house, get you a Blackstone. It helps out so much. We also have a smoker out there, but more importantly, that is where we created our outdoor laundry room. You might think, no way will I ever have a laundry room on the back porch. For us, it wasn't important, and when I say us, I'm mainly speaking for Kelly here. It wasn't important to her to have the washer and dryer inside the house. And also, by putting it on the back porch, we were able to make it way bigger than we could have ever made it in like a little nook closet in our bedroom. And we were able to have shelving in there. We actually redid it, had a full-on renovation a couple of years ago, and it worked out so well. You guys up north, I wouldn't do it this way, so I understand I wouldn't do that if you're in the northern states, but if you're down here in the south, it will work perfectly. Now, I want to be able to give you 2 resources that are super important. If you're in Texas or Mississippi or some of the surrounding states and you're looking to get a shed, but you don't really know how to start and you really want some extra support, we would love to be able to help you. We are representatives of a company called United Portable Buildings. United Portable Buildings actually made this studio that I'm sitting in right now. Our main house needs a lot of work. It just wasn't built to the quality that United Portable Buildings builds. They are a sponsor of our Shed to House group and of this channel because they are the best. They are the best in quality and customer service. That's why we have partnered with them. And so we can be able to handhold you. We'll be able to talk about all the design stuff that you want for your dream shed to house so that you can really live that small house, big land life. And the other free resource I want to give you is down in the description below. We give you our SketchUp and our PDF blueprints of our house. So if you can actually take this and you can say, I want this house and I want to change some of these things up to your shed dealer, or if you want to bring it to us, so that way we can get you started on that small house and big land life.